What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So it's been a little bit since I've talked about XRP. And the reason why is there's just not really much news that's happening. The price is kind of boring. It's not one of those exciting cryptocurrencies that moves by 100% or 200% or gains people a hell of a lot of money in the short term. And the reason being why it's not like it once was is because it's in the middle of this lawsuit. It's in the middle of this litigation, this battle that goes back and forth that honestly is just tiring, that it just continues, right? When you, let's say, sue a major company, if you sue a major company like, say, Walmart, and you have a valid case, what they could potentially do is they hit you with continuance after continuance after continuance after continuance after continuance until you get drained of money. And when you get drained of money, you now have no ability to battle anymore, and you settle for whatever settlement you could go for, right? If it's a solid case to where you really can't go through that many stages, right? You may end up getting your money a lot sooner. You may end up having a settlement either way. That's usually how it goes. It's like, look, we can hit you with. They tell you we can hit you with so many different cases or so many different continuances that you will end up draining all of your money, all of your resources that you have here. Or we can settle outside of court and end up, paying this much, right? That's typically what they do. And that's why you're looking for settlements here. And this is what kind of has happened with Ripple. It's like XRP is labeled as not a security. You understand that Ripple will ultimately win when it comes to XRP, the main subject of it being labeled as not a security. That's a huge win, right? However, if the institutional sale of XRP was labeled as illegal or breaching securities laws, then that's where you end up having that little bit that can go towards the SEC as a positive. So with that being said, this whole entire thing is kind of boring. It just goes back and forth. The price stays at around 50 cents. So honestly, it keeps people at this opportunity to be able to purchase more and more XRP. However, nothing is ever happening because of, the litigation. So with that being said and how boring it actually is, let's take you through the price prediction for the next 10 years, right? Where will XRP be in the next 10 years based on an expert's opinion, based on an expert's breakdown of this? And we're not going to go through all of it, but we will go through the years and we'll go through the overall price and where it stands. So guys, if you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I have a link for Margex, a link for Patreon, and a link for Twitter if you guys want to check those out as well. Margex, you can trade up to 50x leverage on XRP, 100x leverage on Bitcoin, 50x leverage on Jasmine Coin, and even meme coins at a 25x leverage. So feel free to check out that link down below. You don't want to miss that opportunity, especially if you're inside the US that doesn't really have the option to leverage trade through pretty much any platform. So feel free to check it out and be a part of that over there. But let's go ahead and dive into this. I got to bring up my screen really quick. Let's go ahead and dive into this, and we're going to look at XRP, which currently stands at 49 cents. Just like I said, it usually stands around the 50-cent level. It's up 1.7%. We're seeing it at a $27.3 billion market cap, $1.2 billion worth of volume, and the 55.5% of the total supply that is out there. And throughout time, you're going to see more that's actually added. While XRP has a naturally deflationary aspect to it, it's kind of naturally inflationary right now because of the introduction of XRP every single month. But once you get to a certain amount, you're going to see a deflationary aspect that's for XRP with the level of burns that does take place there. If we look at the price movement for the last 7 days, it's up 6%, down 6% in the last month, down 2% in the last year. It's around 5% down, which again, it's basically flat. It's very boring. So let's go into something that may be a little bit more exciting, right? The price prediction. Where do you see this going, and also where do I see it going? So this is based on Changelly. Right? Changelly put out a blog talking about the price prediction for the next 10 years. Here's one for the next 30 days. They believe by June 18th that we're going to see this at 57 cents, which would be great, but obviously is not the max level that we want to see it get to. We want to see it add a zero to that, $5.60, or add 2 zeros to it, $56, right? We want to see those levels for XRP. But if we go through the table for predictions, they have 2024 as a maximum price of 79 cents, 2025 a maximum price of $1.18, which would be great, bringing it up to over the $50 billion market cap level. 2026 would be $1.66, $2.51 for 2027, $3.57 for 2028, $5.04 for 2029, $7.04 for 2030. 2031 will be $10.77, 2030, and that would be 10 years as we get up to this point here. 2032 would be $16.11, and 2033 would be $23.48. Now, after that mark, when we get up to a 20-year time frame for XRP, it should be worth $413 is what they have said here. 2050 should be worth $525.55. So that's where their predictions are. I don't understand that at all, and the reason why I say I don't understand it is because what this should be. Let me go ahead and zoom out so you guys can see all of the years. Why I don't understand that is because 2024 and 2025 will be more of a bullish market, right? So seeing the bull market that happens, you have to have a gap. And not having that gap here, but having the gap in 2033 to 2040, that's where that gap comes in. You don't really see a major gap until you get to that point. I would say probably 2032 to 2033 is a gap. And then 2033 to 2040 obviously is a huge gap. So I don't get that at all. I know that they have these price predictions of where it will be in the long term. But as you're taking these baby steps, it does not make sense to me to break it down that way. Maybe it's by percentage in some way, and that's how you're looking at it based on the prior chart movement. But you have to factor in bull runs. You have to factor in more adoption into crypto. You have to factor in all of those things that are there. And I would definitely say that we should see a gap 2024 to 2025. We should see somewhere around the not 70-cent mark, but the high point of being, let's say, $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever, to the litigation being at an end and seeing $5 and $10. And now we can kind of justify any percentage gain after that. So in my prediction, I believe that 2025 we should see, if I'm looking at not a higher point, because a higher point is depending on so many other things that could happen. Let's say it's more average or a minimum, right? I expect to see $5 to $10 in 2024. I expect to see, obviously $20 to $100 in 2025, and then maybe even more than that, depending on the different things that do happen. But that's just my expectations, right? You see here, and I want to know what you guys think. Where do you see it more steady? Do you see it where they see it at, or do you see it a little bit more aggressive, or where I'm standing at, or do you see it even more aggressive than that? I want to know exactly what your opinions are on XRP and where you believe it's going to be. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below for Margex, for Patreon, for Twitter. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.